Hi guys, how are you? Welcome to my video. So today I wanted to talk about my little experience this morning. So excuse the little noise. My little one is being occupied while I do this video. Say hello. Say hello. Baba. Say hello. Okay, so it is hard to have a me time when you have a little one. And I will do other videos later on about how we can have a me time when we have little devils running around. So hopefully she'll be occupied while I do this video. You'll notice I am indoors today. I love taking videos outdoors in nature, which is what I'm most passionate about. But today I will do a short video at home because I thought before I forget today's little lesson, I thought I'll share it with you. So what happened was this morning I was putting clothes on the line. So I've done a little video previously where I've talked about the chore of putting clothes away, folding clothes and putting it away, and how much I hate it. And I talked about that little gratefulness exercise that you can do during that time, or any time where you're not, doing boring, unpleasant tasks. So this one, putting clothes online, is another one of my dislikes, right? I just, yeah, anything washing, blah blah blah, I just find it takes a lot of time and energy. Now the reason I dislike is because I'm constantly washing. There's a lot of clothes. My little one is constantly going through clothes, always dirtying clothes, so there's a lot of washing. So I get quite frustrated having to do all this washing, especially it's just, I feel like I'm doing it every day, right? Anyway, so while I was putting the clothes up on the line this morning, and this is something that I've not only started to do this morning, but I've actually started to naturally do more and more of that while I'm putting clothes up on the line. So what I was practicing this morning was mindfulness. Now, mindfulness is this big buzzwords that everyone's, all the yoga teachers, spirituality and psychologists, doctors in the medical field as well. Mindfulness has become a very huge thing because they are now starting to recognize the amazing important benefits of mindfulness. So I will in future do many videos on that, but just to keep it to this example of putting clothes up on the line this morning. So what I started to do was practice mindfulness. So what I did was, just naturally without forcing myself, it was a really nice, it's winter here, so it's nice and cold and fresh in the mornings. So I started to just take notice of that freshness, that fresh, cool air. I started to appreciate, the sun breaking through and that warmth of the sun. So just feeling the warmth of the sun. I'm putting, one t-shirt up on the line, and then I look sort of in the distance and just admire the sun hitting the leaves of the trees around me, and the glowing, the sparkles, just noticing that and just admiring that. I notice sometimes there's nice clouds in the sky floating around, so I'll pay attention to that and actually notice and appreciate it. So I have got chickens. I just got new chickens for the first time. I will do a video just on that, but just having these chickens running around, just being mindful of that, and that's any pets is therapy, and chickens are therapy too. So just noticing the chickens grazing around me, and just birds, that we have a forest nearby. And sorry, I got distracted, the little one's giving me devil smiles. Anyway, so back, you watching it, cool. So birds. So there's a forest at the back, and we get these really pretty rosillas, parrots, colorful birds, all sorts of birds actually, just, flying around over the house all the time. So I just noticed these couple of birds flying around, and the vibrant, beautiful colors. So, admiring that, noticing that, back to my clothes. So the whole process wasn't, frustrating and negative as it can get for me a lot of the times. So, it just became a pleasant experience overall through this simple practice of just being in the moment, being present, and focusing on all these beautiful little things. I mean, focusing on nature, and that just, like I've said in the grateful video, that just makes us feel calmer, more uplifted, and peaceful. So just going back to this activity, so whenever I feel like I'm doing this washing, whether it be folding it away or putting it up on the line, because of the volume of it, like how often I have to do this, it does become, in all honesty, really frustrating. And then the mind kicks in, and the negativity starts to flow in, where I'm like, I feel like I'm wasting my time doing all this washing. I could be doing, something more precious with my time, and I could be doing this and that, but yet I'm just doing this mind-boggling activity, and I'm just, wasting some of my time and energy on this, and then I'm just, life becomes frustrating. It can just get into a really negative spiral. And yes, it has happened to many times when I, especially cleaning the house, and I mean, I'll do more videos on that. I'm a bit of a clean freak, and I get really frustrated, and it's completely natural to have a messy house when you've got a little one. But anyway, my point is around how the little trigger points that get us feel frustrated, and then the mind just gets into a really negative space. So gratefulness, which I talked about while putting the clothes away, mindfulness, and being in the present, focusing on all these beautiful things, in particular nature around you, really helps us to make it a more positive experience. So this morning, I no longer felt like I was wasting my life. In fact, I felt like I was really living. Because I am completely present, and I'm appreciating all this simple, natural beauty around me. When you are on your deathbed, for example, when you're on your deathbed, it's not all these, things that we think is important, all these activities that we think is important, that's gonna matter. It's appreciating, experiencing the beauty of life. That's, have you really lived, is what's going to matter. Did I take in that beauty? Did I, notice that beauty? I'm going to talk a lot more about these moments of making most of life and appreciating life, and just living fully in my, in other videos to come. But I just wanted to, get that message across. The next time you are feeling, frustrated and overwhelmed with these chores, let's face it, like, we're always going to have chores, and it seems like never-ending chores. We're always going to have that. So how can we make these, boring, overwhelming, chaotic experiences into experiences that are more positive, more beautiful, and valuable and productive, instead of feeling like it's a time waster, feeling like you're really living. All right, so I think I've talked enough. Thank you for listening. Hope you got something out of it. And we'll say bye-bye now. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Smile and wave.
Bye.
And that's bye-bye for the little devil. Till then, catch you later. And if you want to hear more, please subscribe. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Bye. Take care.